Hey everyone, happy new year. First day of 2020 and my first run of my self-imposed challenge, which is the road to the Sea Monsters Embrace. I'm at the start line for the Marshfield Road Runners New Year's Day half marathon. It's a pretty cool race, looking forward to it. But I mentioned on my first blog post yesterday, I was going to tell you a little bit about why I'm running. And it comes down to options. I've been very fortunate to be given options throughout my life, both from my family, my friends, people I don't know, but not everyone has these options that I've been afforded. And so I'm running on behalf of two charities that try to provide options for people that don't have them, or people that don't think they have them, which is also very tragic. So the first fund that I'm running for is the Wonder Fund in Massachusetts. For those of you that know myself and Lindsay, over the last 2.5 years we've been foster parents, which has been an incredibly rewarding and enlightening experience, particularly for me. I'd recommend it to anyone. You can do a lot of good. But the Wonder Fund actually is a non-profit that helps out both the children and also the families that are in the foster system. They do a tremendous amount of really great work. They provide gifts for foster kids to open at Christmas if they're in care homes. They provide grants, so foster kids in the foster systems can go to camp and just be like every other kid out there. They provide access to a lot of really good stuff, and they do annual events like Thanksgiving holiday parties at amusement parks. Fantastic stuff, and the impact it has on these kids' lives is immeasurable. The second charity that I'm trying to raise funds for and awareness for is the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So suicide impacts a lot of people, and the scooter scene is a community that's really close to my heart. I've met a lot of really good friends over the years in the scooter scene, and it's a big reason for why I actually become an American citizen as well, for the warmth that people have shown me in that scooter scene. And you know, in recent years we've lost several members of this community to suicide, and more recently a guy called Kyle, who anyone who's met him was the life and soul of the party, and he did anything for anyone. So we're trying to raise money in his memory, and AFSP does a lot of really good work, both in terms of research in the drivers for suicide, but also supporting and the victims of suicide and the families that impact suicide, and raising overall awareness of mental health. So that's it for me. Hopefully you can click on the links and go to my GoFundMe page, and we can start raising some money for this. This is race 1, the first half marathon I'm going to do this year. I've got 11 more after this throughout the year, ending up at Disney next year, where I'm going to be doing a 5k, 10k, half marathon and a marathon in a single weekend, and then finally finishing with a Sea Monsters Embrace, which hopefully you'll learn about shortly. With that, I'll see you at the finish line. Bye.